Who is the most committed arm wrestler? Guys, I was watching an interview that Devon has participated a while back. And, on that interview, Devon wasn't still at the very top of arm wrestling like he is now. So, when asked about his big matches, he talks to us about Denis. He says that one of the things that most impressed him about Denis was how far he was willing to commit to be at the peak that he was. And that, just that by itself, was one of the most impressive things about him. And as you hear that word commit, it may be a bit difficult for some to understand what it means. But, what Devon actually meant, there was how far Denis was going with his preparation, in terms of lifting the heaviest he could, eating the most he could eat, and boost his performance to the highest, knowing that this could maybe have a backlash on his health later on. And guess what? Devon was right about that. But, times have passed. And as impressive as Denis was, somebody even bigger showed up. And his name was Levan Saginashvili. And right from the go, I'll say it to you. Levan is the most committed person to arm wrestling to ever exist. Many people may think is Devon, but just check this out. Levan started out in arm wrestling long ago. I believe it was around 2012 or 2013. And, as we can see, he don't look not even a bit as massful as he is today. I remember when we were close to the match of devon versus Levan, and lots of people who didn't know much about Levan thought he was just all size and no technique like a random strongman/powerlifter. But in fact, Levan in his peak is a 180-kilo arm wrestling athlete. And the reason why is because, as we saw, Levan wasn't as big as today. But when he started, I guess we can say he was a big guy. But yet, that wasn't enough for him back in the day. So, he kept training and getting more massful and stronger, not to talk about the technique that was coming along as he competed. There was even a time that Levan faced Denis, and when that happened, he was starting to look like what he is today. But still, Denis grabbed him in a hook and had him all worn out. But after that, I don't think we saw Levan losing any more matches at all. And the main reason why is because Levan has taken everything he could from everywhere and from everyone. For an example, have you noticed that Levan looks bigger than Denis and also he tries to be explosive just like Andrei Pushkar? Well, I guess he might have gotten inspired by both of these guys. Also, as some of we saw, Levan was playing around in one of his workouts with Devon's pronation lift. But I wouldn't be surprised if Levan actually was doing Devon's training. So that, in that way, Levan can show up and beat Devon on his own game. I don't know, sometimes I look at Devon and I see Ben 10. Then I look at Levan and I see Kevin 11, since Levan always seemed to want all of the power from all of the sides that there exist. Do you guys think that Levan is the most committed arm wrestler? Leave down in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.